Hey guys, Marsengan here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so we are going to jump into the FRIEZA burst mode once again, and we are going to get the 6,000 points with the powerful comeback team. Now already when I put the team together, this is going to be so much easier than the run with Dragon Ball Seekers, which I guess is why it gives you like 350 less points, so you have to put a bunch of the other modifiers on in order to get up to 6,000. But we are still going to use the tech and in types since that gives the most points. AGL and tech is only 50 less, so depending on what your options are, you could go with that one. Tech you kind of want included, because if we run the bird coup, we obviously have the 200% lead, and of course the final phase is AGL, so having tech units is going to be very beneficial. I had to go for the max team cost because we have a few LRs. All of the status effects obviously cancelled out. Damage reduction only against AGL. Give him the max damage reduction there. Turn 3 onwards he gets the stat buffs. None of these extra attacks. We have still the minimum attack buff here, the 50%. Defense buff of 50% as well. We've got HP raised by 1,000%, and then we have put on the 100,000 or less does 0 damage, because that's pretty straightforward. As long as you're getting super attacks, you're going to be doing more damage than that anyway. The type disadvantage skill orbs hurt you, and then allies key -3. Basically had to put these last couple on to make up for the points that we lost by selecting powerful comeback instead of Dragon Ball Seekers, and then obviously no items or support memories. So we're going to go ahead and jump straight in here. This is the team that I made. Obviously very powerful team, a lot of powerful tech units. The Vegeta are going to be very good, as well as the fact that Vegeta, I think, is technically the only unit on the team, unless this Goku counts, because I don't know if the old school Dragon Ball Saga characters would be on here, or versions of Goku would be on here because of Roshi, but no. So the Vegeta is actually the only other Bond of Master and Disciple character. He's on the team so that Piccolo gets his intro animation. But I mean, this team's significantly better. This guy's on the team mainly because he's got a bit of a lower team cost than the other Dokkan Fests or LRs. He does provide everybody with support. He does share the same name as the Bird Coup, but he's just going to be a floating support unit anyway. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and jump in. So based on my experience with the Dragon Ball Seekers run, it is definitely going to be much easier to do this run to get your 6,000 points, and then obviously with the last mission left to do being Dragon Ball Seekers, just go ahead and turn all of the modifiers off, jump in with a Dragon Ball Seekers team. You're not going to get a score. I mean, you could literally turn all the modifiers off, so you're literally getting 0 points. But you'll complete the mission for doing it with a Dragon Ball Seekers team, and that'll be all the missions done. And you don't have to worry, because you've already set your high score with the powerful comeback team. So I think what we'll do here, ideally I do want to get, yeah, there we go. I want to be able to get an 18 key super with Bird Coup, because he does infinitely stack defense. And then Vegeta getting some hits in early will be good, because then he'll have his revival ready to go. Now obviously with the downside to running double Bird Coup is only one of them can revive and get their permanent buff. Obviously that means we kind of want, if someone is going to get a revival, we want it to be one of the tech Gokus rather than like Blue Evolution Vegeta, because then neither of the Gokus get their buff. They, of course, being one of the early revive units, unfortunately do not have the if they or another unit revives, right? So the Tech Goku himself has to revive to then get permanent guard and all those other buffs. So obviously if he doesn't revive, he doesn't get it. And if on a team with double Bird Coup, it means only one of them can get it. So hopefully that won't be too much of a problem here, because I feel like this run is going to be very easy for this team. Vegeta taking a super here, but I mean, considering, yeah, the setup we have and the enemy not having too much extra attack, he didn't really take a lot of damage. And then this Goku, not the craziest attack stat, but I guess this gives us an opportunity to, as much as I would like to get a stack with Goku, let's take advantage of Gohan having the damage reduction for the first turn only, and then let him take a hit here and get a super attack off. It's only going to be the one, unfortunately, but we do want him to be super attacking as much as possible. This team build definitely seems like it's going to be one that will be a lot easier if you want to start trying to set all those modifiers and go for like a crazy high score, because we have a lot of characters on the team that can stack. We have a revival, like if we need it, depending on who ends up getting it, but we have a revival should we end up needing it. Let's get Piccolo hit here so he gets the key. Don't really need to worry about him supering. That did not drop down any of the tech orbs the way I would have hoped. And even with getting the extra key, he can't get an 18 key super. So maybe if I do this and then this. There we go. At least now he gets an 18 key super. Ideally, we want Goku to get an 18 key super as much as possible to get that defense stack. It's not the end of the world if he doesn't. So I didn't necessarily have to replay the entire, like reset the entire rotation just so that he could. But it is what it is. Rather get those 18 key supers in there. Blue Evolution Vegeta is of course going to be a bit of an MVP. He's the only non-tech unit on the team, but he both offensively and defensively he's going to be very strong. Additional supers of course getting guaranteed crits, so he's going to be able to do a decent bit of damage even when we go into these AGL phases. So this run definitely much easier than the Dragon Ball Seekers one. So we don't want to end up with, I mean, it doesn't matter because we're AGL enemies, facing AGL enemies, so we're going to be able to put him in slot 1 if we want to anyway, but I'll try and float off the other Goku on the next turn so we don't end up with double Goku rotation, especially with that other Super Saiyan Goku support unit floating around. We don't want to end up with all the Super Saiyan Gokus on the same, like, turn, because they can't link because they've got the same name. So awkward though it may be, I guess we should do this, because then at least you, I mean, it's only fierce battle, at least you get a link active, although there's no key to be had on this turn, which is awkward. So I guess we just do this. I hope this Goku doesn't get crushed here. He should be okay, but grab these. Bit of an awkward one. I mean, it's one of those things with the burst mode. If you don't have to put that modifier on, it makes it significantly easier, but having the all allies like minus key is definitely awkward for some of these rotations. Like even with this Goku giving some key support, these guys not sharing any actual key links means it's very difficult to get the supers here. And we want the supers for Gohan because we want to get them stacks. Ideally we want the 18 key for Tech Goku, but it is what it is. Yeah, at least because Gohan managed to get an attack in the previous turn, then yeah, he should get a few attacks off here. We get the hidden potential additional super as well. So yeah, we take that. A triple super turn for Tech Gohan is always good. And then we can move on to the tech phase. Obviously Vegeta going to be very useful here as well. We have his active skill. I'm going to do this so we don't have to worry about World Tournament Goku getting hit. If I do this, I can make sure I get a key for him. And then it means, unfortunately, Piccolo suffering out here in the wasteland of these bad orbs, getting no super attacks, but it is what it is. Obviously, Vegeta going to be able to do some solid damage here with the type advantage. Any additionals will be useful. We can't attack lower. We can't seal anyway, even though it's not a modifier for the burst mode. This event, he can't be sealed anyway. So, or at least in this phase he can't. He's got the icon up the top there. Got type advantage here, so the super I won't imagine should do too much damage. If it does damage at all, yep. 18, let's go. And then World Tournament Goku, I don't think he's not really had much of an opportunity to do a lot so far, but him getting some attacks off here would be good, or an attack, I guess. And then yeah, Piccolo still has his guard, getting his build up. Okay, he's fully built up now, because obviously no icons came up there. So that's good. This Goku's up to 364, which is not a lot, but I mean, if these guys aren't going to link anyway, I might as well just do this. Although, man, this key is super awkward. Oh, God, yeah, I can't even get a normal super for him. This is so bad. Yeah, I kind of didn't, I guess, factor in just how annoying the Allies key -3 would be for this particular team setup, because a lot of these guys not sharing a lot of links, which is unfortunate. But having characters like Gohan who can get some additional supers off here, even if he doesn't get his initial super attack, is obviously very useful. But yeah, I don't know, I didn't see the Friends build, but my Tech Goku was built full additional as well. See, he didn't even get a super, and now he's getting supered. That's not good. I mean, we're above the HP threshold at the start of the turn, though, so he does have guard. So yeah, he still just takes double-digit damage, which is fine. revival's up for you, should we need it. You're at 200k, which is not a lot. We'll do this. Oops. Could do some shenanigans here, I guess. Although we don't want the revival with... we don't want the revival with the World Tournament Goku, so let's do this. Because his revival... He only gets his revival if you're in his standby. So if he ends up dying in slot 3, we will get the Birdcoo revival, I think. Because Vegeta might have been hit enough times to proc his... I actually can't remember how it works if you have multiple revive characters in the same turn. Will it be Vegeta's revival because he's in slot 1? I guess it doesn't matter because Vegeta's just going to kill him, but that's something we have to be careful of for the next turn, because obviously we're going to be going into the next phase now, which is the last phase, on quite low health. And we ideally don't want to die in turn 1 because we're going to get hit with the countdown super in the next turn. I mean, I guess to be fair, we do have the ability to go for Orange Piccolo shenanigans, which is always quite helpful. He's locked in slot 1, so we can't do any, like, picking up orbs to get some extra health or extra Dokkan gauge. Honestly, we should probably just do it. I always say, like, whenever we're doing videos or, like, challenge runs or anything like that where we're using Orange Piccolo, that I do like to try and win the stage without having to use it, because it just eats up so much time. Like, but I mean, in this event at least, he should do some decent damage. But at the end of the day, it's a couple of free turns. Like, this super is essentially negated. He should still do, because Frieza gets to do all of his attacks, so he should do the countdown super at the end of the second turn, which then obviously will do no damage. And we just get to do free damage, although, as you can see, it's not exactly a lot. All 3 attacks from slot 1, and we did half a bar of his HP. But, I mean, Orange Piccolo can get a decent amount of additionals. If you get good RNG and you're getting crits on them as well, then he could do some okay damage here. But, and we did at least get the 18 key super in slot 3, so still, only up to like 3.9 million attack stat here. But I mean, at the end of the day, like I say, it's free damage. So we've taken off like 2 health bars already without having to worry about losing any health. We get a guaranteed second turn here anyway. At least I'm pretty sure with Orange Piccolo you always get at least the 2 turns. The key definitely not helping us out here at all though. What a difference though, like, because he gets extra key per orb, but the orbs were so bad. First 2 slots we couldn't even get a super, and then in slot 3 he's got 24 key. But yeah, this is what we're hoping for, right? Even if we do miss a super or 2, him just getting the additionals, it means he can do a little bit more damage. As long as we can take, if we can take off this whole other HP bar before the end of the turn, then I would consider that to be a W, because we should get hit with the countdown super here at the end of the turn, which of course will do 0, and then we can go straight into a fresh set of new stages here. Although he didn't do the count, oh god, is he going to do it next turn? Hopefully, this is one of those a few occasions where I actually hope we get the 3rd turn of the Orange Piccolo then, because if he's going to count down super on the next turn... Okay, we didn't get it, because of course we didn't. Although we've still got the revival up with Birdcoo, so we should be fine, I want to say. That's 5 orbs. I probably do just want to get a super with Gohan. Piccolo getting hit is obviously going to give everybody the extra key. So if I do that... Oh god, yeah, it's type disadvantage orb, that's not ideal. Do that, and then... Yikes. I don't want to get the purple orbs for Goku, because that's even more type disadvantage, so I guess we'll do that. I don't want to use the active skill for Goku here. Well, no, I suppose Piccolo would have still got hit once, so I guess it would have been fine. But in theory, we should get killed this time. I mean, the thing is, we got revival units on every rotation. So it's not like the Dragon Ball Seekers one, right, where we had 1 revive unit. So if we're not getting killed on that specific turn that the revive unit is on, then we actually do die. Because we have so many units that can revive. Even if we somehow don't die this turn, we've got a revive unit on the next turn as well. So we will be fine. Gohan, obviously with the stacks now, he's doing a very solid amount of damage. In fact, we could end up killing him this turn if Gohan gets another super. Ooh, he didn't. Oh, well. Finish the enemy with a super. He's got like 1 HP, so Bird Coup can just come in clutch. We literally can't die, because if he does the countdown super to Gohan and does kill him, we get the revival, and then all we'd have to do at the beginning of the next turn is use an active skill, and we'd kill him anyway. So there you go. Powerful comeback run. Definitely much, much easier than the Bond of Master and Disciple one. I do think this one will be tricky for if you want to go for the really high scores, especially with Ki being such an issue, because the Ki -3 does give you a decent amount of points. So you'd have to give the enemy quite a lot of extra stats in order to then not have the allies Ki minus on. So that could be a little bit awkward, but yeah, there you go. That is the powerful comeback mission we should see at the end here, because I did obviously the Bond of Master and Disciple one first. That video is up on the channel already. So the final mission completed here to beat it with a Bond of Master and Disciple team. I keep saying Bond of Master and Disciple, powerful comeback. And that was the last mission that we needed to do. So that's all the burst modes done. So let me know how you guys got on. Which team did you find it easier to do? I can only imagine for most people for its powerful comeback, but with these burst modes, it is box dependent, right? So if you have a ton of Dragon Ball Seekers characters, but you have barely any powerful comeback characters, then you may have found the Dragon Ball Seekers one easier. But let me know how you guys got on. What team did you use? What score did you get? If you want to go for a high score, let us know over in the Discord. We always have a bit of friendly competition going on. I think the current Videl mode high score is like 7,100 or something. So yeah, join the Discord. Regardless, if you want to join in with the burst mode high scores, join the Discord, be a part of the community. But yeah, that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been The Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.